Welcome back, my friends. This chapter is gonna get steamy, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time, but I remember this is gonna get ridiculous. So, yeah, try to buckle in, kids. This is a thing. This is chapter 6 of Sonic High School, Espio and Rouge. Espio walked to Rouge's house because it was time for their date together, and all Espio could think about was that they were about to make sex for the first time. Espio looked at the computer and read about what to do and what the right words were, so he would know how it works and how to say right, so no one would make fun of him. It was Rouge's house he was at now, and it was in front of him. Espio knocked on Rouge's door. "I hope she's home," said Espio, and she was. She opened the door just then. "Hello, I'm home," said Rouge, looking always sexy in her tiny baby bra and big cool boobs. Espio thought she looked like the hottest woman in the world that he could see from here. "Where are you taking me on our date tonight?" whispered Rouge in a sex-filled voice. Espio had thought this one over on the way over, so that he could say it right the first time and get her to do what he wanted. That's sex. "Well," said Espio, "just let me put on this science hat and we'll begin sex." Rouge looked shocked, but probably was excited too. Espio could tell they both had a erection. "What?" said Rouge in a shocked way. "Right here?" Espio said, "Yes, this hat was made by Tails, specifically for our date. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear while I am wearing it." Espio did a cool face at her, because being smart can be cool just as long as you're not a nerd ass. Rouge said, "Okay, let's go inside," and gently grabbed Espio's hand, but he pulled it back, and she fell, causing him to fall, and they both together fell onto the grass, where they rolled around in it until they were about in the middle of Rouge's house's front lawn, so there was plenty of room around them for activities. "No," said Espio, "I want to make sex in you right here." Espio put on the invisibility hat so no one could see or hear them, and a whole new world of possibilities were open to them, so they could do sex in whatever way they wanted, and it was time to start sex right now. Espio revealed his penis to Rouge, who looked at it. Rouge said, "Cool," and took out her vagina. Espio's penis was really big from looking at Rouge, like when he's in church and it is so boring but you get a boner anyway. Rouge's vagina looked like a surprise ghost. Espio's penis approached Rouge like a plane flying down at the airport, but instead of being full of businessmen, it was full of Espio's creamy Italian salad dressing. Oh my god. "Here it comes," cried Espio, ramming his mauve Avenger into Rouge's vagina spot. Rouge screamed sex noises, and Espio messed around with her boobs and face like she was the X-Men arcade game. Espio slapped his big awesome penis from side to side in her vagina like a hot dog windshield wiper, and Rouge was ripping grass from the lawn. Then Espio used his tail to flip her over. He can do this. And put his penis into her butt. He moved his penis in circles in her butthole like he was building a golf course and digging out the back nine. Rouge was flapping her bat wings like an idiot and not flying because Espio was holding onto her ass cheeks and pressing them with his fingers and leaving marks that looked like it said "wow" when combined with the spot where her butthole is. And that is what she felt because Espio seemed to be a sex professional. Holy shit. Espio used his tail again to flip her over and did all-star sex things, like using his penis like a rolling pin on her face and plugging his penis into her belly button to see how far it would go, and making a balls hurricane with swirling his balls and her balls. What? Finally, they both got so sexy that Espio's penis ejaculated and semen came out of it and landed on Rouge, who was laying there on the lawn, but nobody could see them, so it was okay. At that part, Espio screamed, "It's semen time!" And Rouge shouted, create a generation in me! Oh my god! Espio ejaculated semen into her vagina, and that was what happened. Now they were done doing sex. They put their penis and vagina and balls away, and Espio took off the invisibility hat, and it was like nothing ever happened. But they both knew it did, because they were there for it. "Bye-bye," said Espio, and Espio walked off her property, and away to his house, and did the rest of his things until school happened the next day. We're gonna keep going, because that chapter fucking broke me a little bit, but let's keep going. This is chapter 7, Teenage Woman. "We had front sex," whispered Espio at the people at his lunch table. Espio was at school in the lunchroom, and also was Tails and Knuckles and Charmy Bee and Vector too. "I ejaculated from my penis into her body. Bet you haven't done that." They had not done that. "Well, cool. You're the coolest after Sonic," said Tails, who was right there, so he didn't have to shout. It was good not to shout, because this was supposed to be a secret. Tails did not hear the whole school talking about Espio's penis and balls, like with Sonic in Chapter 1, but in a different way. "Yeah, speaking of Sonic, where is that gay bag?" said Vector, who was the captain of the school's football team. Vector was good at this because he was big and strong and had sharp teeth under his mouth. "Just kidding," said Vector. "Sonic's cool." "I don't know," said Tails to Vector. Where Sonic was somewhere else, trying to find Amy, who was not at lunch. Sonic was knocking on Amy's door at her house. "Are you home?" said Sonic. "Are you home?" It was like Amy was not home, because she was not opening the door. Sonic was worried about Amy because she was his only girlfriend, even if she denied his sex offer. So he ran into the door and barged it down, like it was made of nothing. Sonic was now in Amy's house. Amy's house was really pink, because that was Amy's color. Sonic looked around Amy's house for Amy, but Sonic could not find anyone. Sonic finally went to Amy's bedroom and opened the door up. What Sonic saw next was what he did not expect. Amy was there, tied up on her bed, with a thing in her mouth, so she couldn't talk. Sonic did a scream and ran over to Amy, who was looking at his with tears in her eyes. She looked sad and starved, like African kids. Whoa! Sonic untied Amy, and she sat up and cried into Sonic's arms. "It was awful," said Amy. "He came into my room in the evening, and he tied me up with his bed and messed up all the things in my room." Amy was right. Her room looked messy. "So get a maid," said Sonic, always thinking about a solution to problems. "Who tied you up? Who was it? Be calm, Amy. Calm down and talk to me." Sonic patted Amy on the back to help her. "It was Shadow. I saw him outside his house next door with a machine gun and a sword. And going into his house, he was going to kill his mom, and he saw me. He knew I saw him, so he tied me up like a brigand." Like a brigand? Amy said all of this. Sonic was shocked that Amy said this to him. He remembered now, in the other part, when Shadow said he was going to kill his mom, but no one thought about it more than once, because Shadow is always a bad guy. What they didn't realize was that Shadow was serious. "Okay, it wasn't him who said that you would not have sex with me on Sonic Messenger?" said Sonic to Amy. "Yes, I did not talk to you then," spoke Amy back to Sonic.
So, how do you really feel about it?
Asked Sonic, whose brain was now humming with sex ideas.
Shit, I don't know, said Amy, all worked up. Give me a day. Right now, let's get things right.
So Sonic and Amy went back to school where everyone else was besides them. Sonic and Amy saw Espio walking around between a lot of people. Hey, here you are, said Espio to Sonic and Amy. I had sex with Rouge last night. Do not tell everyone, said Espio.
Oh, that's right, you did. I almost forgot, said Sonic. Hear that, Amy?
And Amy was like, yup.
You gotta tell me all about it later so I know what to do. You gotta tell me all about it later so I know what to do to Amy, said Sonic, and then turned around.
Sonic heard a sound coming down the hallway where someone was coming. It was a really fat guy that looked so huge to him. The fat guy got closer and closer until they could see who it was, and it was Rouge?
Oh my god!
Wow, you are so fat now, said Espio. What's that about? Rouge looked mad and surprised at Espio.
Well, you got me pregnant,
said Rouge.
Oh my god,
thought Sonic to himself without saying it with voice.
She is pregnancy fat.
This means she will have a baby. Amy was smiling for real to Rouge.
That's so nice. I hope you have a great baby, said Amy.
Sonic tried to be a good boyfriend and said,
hope your baby's cool,
and smiled. Espio looked more worried than everybody else. So, am I gonna be your baby's dad? Said Espio, worried and excited. Both?
Better believe it.
Oh no,
said a voice that sounded just like Shadow's. This story just continues to get weirder. I mean, I know I read it before, but like, the memories, they're all coming back to me, kids. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying this. It's definitely a trip. If you are, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store. You can check those out. And I have a subreddit, r/Moonhorse Stories. All of these things and more in the description below this video. There's also a live stream every Saturday, so feel free to come hang out with me. I promise it's not just reading Sonic High School, so there's that too. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.